Hi everyone, I just wanted to pop on this morning and show you a quick faux shaker card that I made. And for my ladies who missed class last night and have a kit to go, I just wanted to give you the instructions on how to do this. So I got this idea, a lot of people are doing these faux shaker cards. This particular layout idea, I guess, sorry if I'm shaking the camera, I got from Patty Bennett, so I just want to give her credit for that. So I'm using the Country Floral Lane DSP, which is in the mini catalog, the January to April. I'm using Petal Pink cardstock. It's 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4. So I've got all my pieces pre-cut here, I hope. For the shaker card, we're using a clear medium envelope, and these come in a package like this in the Stampin' Up catalog, their regular catalog. And here's the DSP. It's 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then this is a piece of mint macaron, just a tiny bit bigger. So it's 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then we have a piece of white for the inside. And that's also 3.5 by 4 3/4. And then I have a die cut piece of white. And this is cut with the Stylish Shapes dies. This largest one right here is the one I used. So it's, I guess about 1.125 inches width. So you need a strip of paper to do that. The stamp sets I'm using on the outside of the card, this one, the Happy Birthday is from the Celebrating You stamp set right here. And inside, I did decorate this card a little bit on the inside. Enjoy all the little moments. And I actually used the Easter Bunny stamp set. Now I know this bundle is back ordered because the punch is on back order. But the stamp set is still available, and I use this flower. I thought it would coordinate with these flowers. And I use the Enjoy All the Little Moments for the inside. Alrighty, so let me show you how to make it. It's really easy. It looks a little more difficult. Now for my sequins, I am using retired gems, but they are still available. At least they were when I checked this morning. They're still available in the clearance rack, actually. And it's the From My Heart Faceted Gems. And they have the Sweet Sorbet and the Petal Pink. So they really coordinate well with it. So the first thing I'm going to do, this is just my envelope. I'll move that to the side. Is take our 2 pieces of DSP and we're going to connect them. And wouldn't you know it, I forgot my glue. Just give me 1 second. Thought I had everything. I like to use Tombow glue for this, just because it gives me a little bit of wiggle room to center it up when I don't have much space. So, hopefully I'm still in the shot here. I just put a little bit around the edges. And then try to center in the end in the corners. And it's a very tiny margin, so that's why I like having that little bit of, with the glue, you can kind of squirm it into place a little bit. There we go. Just rub around the edges. There. Okay, so once you get that done, you take your envelope and you want to flip it so that this piece that you peel off and the opening is at the back, okay? Because we're going to fold this under. So put this at the back, take your piece of DSP on the cardstock, and we're going to put it right down in the corner. And then we want to take our sequins or gems, whatever you have to put in. And I'm just going to toss these in, trying to keep them on top of my, There we go. Oh, one little one escaped back there. Get back there. There we go. I think I got him. He wants to get out. He wants to go to the back instead of the front. Come on. There you go. Okay, so now once we have those in there and we make sure our card piece is right at the bottom, we're going to push it down and over as far as it goes. We're going to peel the strip off here. And we're going to fold it tight right to the edge of that cardstock. And I'll crease it with my hand, but I'm also going to use my bone folder to crease it. And here we go. That just helps it stay folded nicely. There. Okay. Now for this extra piece, I'm going to fold it over again, pull it tight, crease it with your bone folder. And what I'm going to do, you could use tear and tape on this. I'm just going to use some regular Scotch tape. I'm going to put a piece on this side. And I'm going to put a piece on this side, making sure that corner is folded over there where we overlapped. There we go. And here's your shaker. Isn't that cute? I thought it was really cute. Some of these I should have flipped over, but that's okay. So that's the important part of how to make your shaker card. Now I have my base, Petal Pink, this is. And fold it over. I've already scored it in the center, but I like a nice crease. And what I'm going to do is pop this on dimensionals. But first, I'm going to wrap some ribbon around it. And I have the open weave ribbon, and this is the Pale Papaya. It actually matches really nice with the Petal Pink. So I just wrapped it around. And I'll bring my sample in there. I think you can see it still. And I just tied a knot instead of a bow, so I'm going to try to hold my thumb there to keep the knot in place. And pull through. Now, I didn't measure that ribbon, but usually I just cut it off the spool. But I think it's, maybe about 12 inches. 11, 12 inches. And then I actually want to try to get both tails to come out on the side. Let's see, I think they're going to do that. If not, you can put a little glue dot under there. Actually, maybe that's what I'll do. I have a glue dot here. And I re-rolled my glue dots because they come on the back now. And I like them this way. So I unpeeled it and put it back again. Okay, before I do that though, I'm just thinking I want to put my stamped greeting underneath. So I'm not going to stick that on yet. I'm going to leave that under there. I'm going to get my happy birthday, and I'm using Memento. And I stamp it a little bit to the right because that's going to be tucked under. So let's go right here. Sorry. There we go. Oh, a little bit crooked. That's okay. I can live with that. And I colored that in. Let me just grab my blends. Forgot those two. I had a class last night, and so I have all the blends that I used in a bin here. So I'm just going to grab the dark mint macaron. I'm going to color in the birthday. I'm using the fine tip because it's really pretty narrow. go. Okay, now that one, I just attached with glue dots because I'm going to pop this piece up, so I didn't want to pop this one up as well. So I'll just grab a glue dot there. Oh, get on there. There we go. And one on this side. Okay. And I'm just going to move this for a second. I want it kind of down in the right-hand corner a little bit. So there we go. Now I can position my bow. Slide it in a little bit. Maybe put it a little too far over, but there we go. Pull it. And that kind of keeps my tails to the side a little bit, and I'm going to trim them a tiny bit. And I always trim at an angle, although that doesn't look like much of an angle, does it? There we go. Let's give that one a little bit better angle trim. All right. That's our faux shaker. These are so cute, and they're so much easier to make. If you've ever done a regular shaker card with the window sheets and the dimensionals underneath, you have to use the strips, and it's a lot harder than these. They're very, very simple. So on the back, I'm just going to put some dimensionals, and I'm going to put one in each corner. The backings are coming off, so I'll just pull them off as I put it on there. In that corner. And then I'm going to put one in the center just so it doesn't sag down in the center. Pull the backings off. Make sure the card opens the right way. Done that before. And tiny, tiny, tiny bit. There we go. I think that's centered. And there's our faux shaker card. I love this. It's so fun. In the corner, I put a little, the heart pearls. I just colored one of them in. This is Sweet Sorbet, but I didn't have the Sweet Sorbet blend, so I used the Dark Melon Mambo. And it looks pretty similar when you put it in there. So if you have Sweet Sorbet, that's the color that's in the DSP. And I've already colored one here. I had it cut out because I had some ready for my cards last night for class. So I'm just going to use my Take Your Pick tool to get that off. There we go. And I put that right in the corner here for a little, just a little bling. That's so cute. I love that. Okay, inside. I used the Easter Bunny stamp set. And I used these flowers and this greeting. And I'm going to stamp them both in Memento Black. And then I'm going to color in the flowers to coordinate with the front. I like coloring. You certainly don't have to do this, but I thought it added a little bit to it. So I'm just going to stamp in each corner. And since I'm doing it, I'm also going to stamp in the corner of my envelope. Since I have my stamp out and ready to go. There we go. And then I'm going to stamp my greeting in the middle. I think I have some smudge on my paper there. Enjoy all the little moments. I might be able to cover that up if I put it up here. There we go. And I do have my chamois to clean my stamps off. I try not to wait too long because I don't want the ink to stain my stamps too much. There we go. All right. That's done. So I'm just going to bring in, I'm going to keep that Melon Mambo. Again, you can use Sweet Sorbet. And I'm going to use the dark mint macaron, the light mint macaron. And then the other color is the dark petal pink and the light petal pink. So I tried to do the flowers kind of like they are here with the pinks and the sorbet. And then the leaves I did in the mint macaron. So I'm just alternating here which flowers I do. And then I'll do the centers in the opposite colors. And this Memento ink is what you need to use if you're going to color with blends, because it won't smear. So if you use the regular, our classic inks, it will probably smear. So don't want to do that. Unless you're very, very careful with the edges, and I can never seem to be that. Oh, look, I smudged it, got it on my finger. Oh, shoot. We'll stick something there to cover that up. So do the center of that one, and the center of this one. There we go. It's this finger. Oh my gosh, I'm smearing it all around. I will probably redo this because I don't like those marks on there. Well, you know what? I always tell my customers, it's not a mess up. It's an opportunity for embellishments. So let's see what we can put there to cover that up. Maybe we'll stamp another little flower or something. There we go. Put my middle there, my middle there. Should have done this one while I was doing the same thing, right? This is the envelope. Now, don't color your envelope with anything in it because it will bleed through. Sometimes I put a piece of scrap inside just so it doesn't bleed through to the back. But I think I'm okay today. It doesn't look like it. I'm trying not to press too hard on it so it doesn't come through, but you can put a piece of scrap paper in there just so if it bleeds through, it's not going to go through to the back of your envelope. And the dark petal pink, do the centers of, oh, that one was supposed to have a red center, wasn't it? There we go. Try not to, whoops, sorry if I'm out of the camera. There we go. And then I did all the leaves in the dark because it's the dark mint macaron. So the light was really light. Cute. Oh, good. Didn't come through the back. And no matter what, I don't know why, but I always get my fingers inky and then make a mess like I've done here. Just color those in. It really goes pretty quick with the blends. And you don't have to be an expert colorer by any means. The blends are very forgiving and they don't leave lines like your Stampin' Up markers, although you can use your Stampin' Up markers. But the blends, because they're alcohol ink, it kind of hides the lines where you more noticeable on bigger images, of course. There we go. Cute. Now, what can I put there that's not going to mess up that whole picture? I certainly don't want to. Maybe a little butterfly would go there. Let's try it. Why not? Let's try a little butterfly. I'm going to use the same block here. Here's my black ink. Put a little one right here in the corner. Oh, see, that's cute. Little one here. Got one more smudge, so I guess we're getting 3 butterflies. That's not so bad. Doesn't necessarily say mistake, except to anyone who might know. Still looks cute. Now you can color those in if you want. Maybe I'll shake it a minute so it just doesn't get too... I don't want to smear it if it's still wet any more than I've already done. Keep my other finger off the page. Do 2 in the Petal Pink. Oh, which one should I do? Let's see. See, you can always fix your mistakes. I could have just flipped it over and stamped the other side of the paper and re-stamped it, but since I had already started coloring, I didn't want to do all that over again. I don't think that's too noticeable. There we go, color that in. A green. Can we do a green butterfly? Maybe the light mint macaron. Let's try it. I think there's all shades of butterflies, right? I've seen blue butterflies before, so why not? Now, do we do the pink? Oh, yeah, let's do the light, dark petal pink. I guess we could have mixed them up and given them both colors. Cute. I like that. Okay, now I want to get our card for the center. Again, I'm going to use my Tombow. I tend to usually just go around the edge. And you don't need a lot, and don't go right to the edge or it'll squish out and make a mess everywhere. There we go. Now, usually I flip mine over and rub on the back, just in case, so I don't smudge any of the ink if it's not quite dry. There you go. Shaker card. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you try to make one. That's it. I'm Janice. I don't even think I introduced myself. Janice from JT Stamps, and you can find me on Facebook and on YouTube. Have a great day. Thanks. Bye-bye.